Gopher and I have not really played heads up before, but we haven't really played heads up before, but we've been at a lot of the same six max tables. So he certainly knows that I'm a regular, that I've been around for a while, and I know the same thing about him. He probably actually has more heads up experience than I do, but I guess my own possibly arrogant presumption is that I'm probably a somewhat more creative player than he is. From what I've seen of his six max play, he's a fairly straightforward player, and I think that if he plays heads up at all similarly to that, he's going to be a guy that I can take advantage of. I don't know for sure that he will, but frankly, I've had some difficulty getting some action at 5-10 lately, at least from people against whom I think I figure to have some kind of edge. And I was kind of curious. I thought it would be a good opportunity to play Gopher-esque, not because I was guaranteed to have an edge on him, but I thought there was a decent shot that I would, and I thought it would be a good chance for me to improve my skills by playing against someone who has a decent amount of heads-up experience. So I don't have a lot of expectation about how he'll play, but I do know that he, at least at six max games, I think he's a little too straightforward and predictable, and he probably thinks that I'm a touch on the aggressive side, but I do think overall he's a decent player, and I think he probably thinks the same of me, although he sort of called me out for this match, so I imagine he thinks that he's got the edge on me heads up, and I think the same. We'll see who's right. One of the things I'm trying to do early in the match is feel him out a little bit. I'm not just going to wait around and see if he answers some of the questions that I was looking at in the first part of this video. I'm really going to go out and affirmatively kind of force him to answer those questions. So I'm going to start putting him to the test right away. I'm going to do stuff like I'm going to check raise him on a really dry king high flop, and I'm going to see how he responds to it. Right? If he just folds, I'm going to say, okay, well, when he didn't have anything, he just gave up to my check raise. And of course that's going to change over time, but it's good to see some people are just instantly going to play back at you. The first time you check raise him on a dry board, he's going to think, oh, this is a good spot for Foucault to bluff at me here, and I'm going to 3-bet him, or I'm going to call and try to take it away on a later street. Other people are just going to give up right away. And we'll see the same thing over here on the left screen. I'm going to see, is this guy going to give up to a continuation bet in the 3-bet pot, or is he going to try to play back at me? And you don't know for sure without seeing his hand, but you start to get a sense, even if you don't get to showdown, of what the guy's up to. And right away, I'm going to start putting him to some decisions and seeing how he deals with them and trying to form a profile of how he's playing. And it works to my favor that I do expect this match to go on for a while, so that even if I lose a little money in the early going trying to get a feel for what he's doing, I think that I'm going to be able to make it back eventually once I have a sense of what I can do to take advantage of him.